Aquarius placements. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's do your reading. I just gave Night a shower. Mess. She's right there. She won't let me dry her up properly. She's protesting by sitting on the table with her wet ass. Anyways, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium, Aquarius. Let's see what we have for you. If you want a private reading, the link to that is in the description box. For a second I thought my deck is in reverse, but it's not. Well, we have the Sun in reverse. Someone here is losing hope in the connection they have or feel towards you. They are losing hope. They feel like there is no way to make things work with you if you've already been in a relationship with this person, or they think it's too hard for them to have something with you, so they're giving up. Now, when I say they're giving up, I feel like they are in the process of giving up. They haven't completely given up just yet, but it does seem like it's getting there. In a way, this feels like you need to know this in case there is something that you can do about this before they actually give up completely. It's almost like someone walking out of the door and you have the chance to grab them and say, hey, don't leave, wait, let's talk. You know what I mean? Instead of letting them walk out. And that will be that. Now, of course, if you don't want to do anything, hey, skip this reading. Because I feel like this is about someone that is about to give up because it seems either too difficult to be with you, or there are so many things in the way of them being able to be with you. Especially if you are someone that has high standards, or let's say if you are in a relationship with this person, it seems like they cannot make you happy. It's almost like it's not enough. They do feel a lot of frustration, and I see that this person is pessimistic. They're pessimistic about the connection itself. They don't think it's going to go anywhere. So they don't really have the most positive outlook on this. Maybe they have the right to see it like that, or maybe they're just too weak. Who knows? You tell me. Because sometimes people will not be able to handle you, even if you're not asking for much. We do have a lot of vanillas out there today. Any standards is high standards these days. So I want you to have no standards. If you have standards, it's high standards. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people lack common decency. So I don't really know what happened here between the two of you, or what did not happen between the two of you, because I'm not really seeing if you've had something meaningful with them. But I see that they're giving up, or about to give up. They're walking out of that door. I feel like this message is like, hey, if you want them to stay, you better grab them before they leave and work something out. Wow, you are soulmates. Maybe you should grab them. Because whatever the obstacles here between the two of you, this person is reaching the point where it's like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't know if it's possible. Yeah, you didn't let me dry you out properly. She's retaliating because she's like, oh, you're gonna make me wet? I'm gonna make you wet. Look at that belly. know, with all the hair, I can't see her belly, but her belly is literally, it's like a pouch. Look at your nipples. Anyways, so Aquarius, your soulmates. If you are wondering, will this be worth it, worth pursuing, if I decide to do anything, or if I decide to fight for this, yes, it will be worth it. It's your soulmate. Now, even with soulmate, by the way, you're not forced to do anything. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Like, even if it's a soulmate. There are lots of people out there that will give up on a soulmate because it's just too much. And that's okay, it's your life, you know? Decide what you want to do. But make sure that your decision is after serious consideration, not coming from the ego or coming from a place of fear or coming from like my way or the highway, you know? Because it's a soulmate after all. Like, you don't want to miss out on soulmate connections. You know, that's kind of the point of connections. My hair got wet when I was trying to shower her. I got a splash. So, if you are wondering if this is worth the fight, yes, it is worth the fight. Whatever that fight is. I'm not talking about physical fights. Like farting. Farting for this connection. Fighting for this connection. I do sense this person's... I do sense their frustration. Hello? Oh, yeah. What is the number? Yeah, 17. I don't remember it, but 17. Yeah. 11. 71.
Fantastic. You want a couple of bucks?
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. You guys, the weather is so bad that the delivery guy has literally the light that you have on when you hike in bad weather. He's like prepared. The weather is like windy, rainy, and dark. But he was very optimistic, which was, you know, like, you know when you meet someone and they have good vibes? Have a good evening, despite the shitty weather that he's working in. That's admirable, you know? You know, it's so interesting, Aquarius, because I feel like maybe there is a relation here. It's like you could be experiencing the bad weather of this connection, thinking that it's not worth it. Or them thinking it's not worth it. It's too much. But it's a mindset. It's like being positive, optimistic. Especially when it counts, especially when it's hard. You know, like positivity isn't much if you are if everything in your life is like smooth sailing, but it counts and it matters most when you are going through shit, right? Even if we have cross watchers here, if you find yourself as the one that is about to give up, you need to think about that. You know, sometimes the best things in life are the most difficult. And whoever, because I heard some idiots say this, whoever that tells you that soulmates connections should be easy, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they are probably in relationships or in connections that are purely transactional. Okay, think about it. The meaningful things in life are not always the easiest to tackle, are not always the easiest to understand, because the growth is attached to it. You are human, they are human, but you have a soul connection. Make it work, bitch. Make it work. If you want. But if I were you, I would make this work. If you decide to be separate from each other, you both will suffer for some good time, like for some serious time before you move on. So why not try to work it out? I think this message is in favor of trying to make things work. Okay? Because it's worth it. Listen to your intuition, because your intuition is telling you, grab this person. Do you remember when I used this like analogy or this descriptive image of this person walking out of the door, and you have a chance to say, no, don't leave, or wait, or you grab their shoulder, or you grab their arms, like, hang on, let's talk, come on in, let's not rush, let's give me 5 minutes, let's talk, let's figure this out. You have that opportunity. If you don't, then this person is walking out. You need to do something. If you want to keep the soulmate in your life, you need to do something. It is recommended that you do. Because this is a soulmate. No, okay, yeah, we don't only have one soulmate in life. But for you to find a soulmate laying around, it's not going to happen overnight, nor after a couple of months. It might take years for you to connect to another soulmate, if ever, actually. Because sometimes we have to reach certain levels in life in order to unlock another soulmate. It is very rare that you meet a soulmate and then you meet another soulmate soon after. In fact, if you meet a soulmate and then the connection between the two of you, you've learned what you had to learn, and then you move on to the next, that is when the soulmate comes in. It's fast. Because you've already kind of dealt with that soulmate. But especially if this is a connection where it never kind of took off, it's not going to go away anytime soon, even if this person leaves physically. It's gonna take some time for the both of you. It's gonna take time for the both of you to move on from this, energetically speaking, even emotionally. You will feel like something is missing. It's like, yes, I'm dating this new person, but it doesn't feel right. Because you never dealt with the soulmate properly. Okay? Understand. Judgment. You better make a wise decision in regard to this person. Otherwise, you're going to be single for a while. If you decide not to deal with them, you're going to be single for a while. Because I'm seeing a single solo journey for you, Aquarius. And I understand if you are the type that is like, I don't mind being alone. But would you rather be alone rather than deal with a soulmate? I don't know. Maybe, I guess. Depends. But logically, even, common sense would say being with a soulmate is better than being alone. Because a soulmate is literally someone that you have a soul recognition with. It's not like a rando, it's not a random person. It's like, yeah, I would rather not be with this person. Yeah, if they were like just a random average person. Soulmate is different, honey, okay? A lot of people actually underestimate the soulmate. And because there's a lot of focus on twin flames. Honey, soulmates, okay? Let's not take away from that and always focus on twin flames, because people are obsessed with twin flames, and most of the time they're talking about their karmics. So do whatever you need to do in order to keep this person in your life. Like, try to reach an agreement, or try to listen and understand where they're coming from. Try to meet their needs so that they can also meet yours. Because if you don't, you're going to lose on the soulmate. It's up to you what you want to do. You want to lose on the soulmate? You want to keep this happy, like you want to create this. This is literally the sun. If you want, like you could have the sun with this person, you know, the fulfillment, the happiness, the feeling good about life. If you want to miss out on that because you're being difficult with this person possibly, or you're being dismissive of them or whatever, because I see that this person is depleted. So if you want to do that, I mean, it's up to you, Aquarius. It's up to you. But you're going to have to think about this seriously. Put the ego aside, because ego most of the time will tell us, I don't need nobody. That's ego. Like, I'm sure you don't need anybody. But a soulmate, when they walk into your life, you better recalculate, you know, like you better think about things a bit differently. This is a soulmate. Do you understand? Don't let this go to waste. We literally have the sun, which was in reverse, but you have the opportunity to turn things around. We also have the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Don't let this go to waste. Even if we have cross-watchers, maybe you shouldn't give up just yet. You know? If you are the one that is giving up, and you're like, I can't do this anymore, try to hang on. Try your best, you know? I mean, I never recommend one-sided connections, but you both need to compromise. You both need to start seeing things differently. From a compassion lens, I want to say. You know? From a place of understanding, compassion, from a deeper place rather than the ego. Otherwise, you two will miss out on this beautiful connection, which is a soulmate. You understand? This message is in favor of the both of you being together. And because this person is giving up, this message is kind of telling you, hey, grab them before they leave, bitch. Grab them. So, no, my pride will never allow me to do so. If they want to leave, let them leave. There are exceptions, like a fucking soulmate. When your soulmate is about to leave because they feel unwanted or unappreciated or whatever else, you're going to have to do something to prove them wrong. It's like, no, I want you here. Stay, let's talk. What's the problem? Okay, let's work on this. Do you understand? I'm going to pull you another message. The second message is for Aquarius extended members, but I'll give you a preview before we take it there. Let's see, second message. Do you see how the card flipped? Like I was a basketball player? Let's see. Wow. Just to clarify, this message is not necessarily also for the same collective of Aquarius. Okay, this is why I pulled two messages. So sometimes people ask me, first message resonates, second message is confused, because first message is yours, second message is not. You know, like I do two messages, separate energies. But this, as I pull this energy, it can be very similar to the first message, but it's not the the same energy. Do you understand? Similar, not exact. So you have someone here that is a person from the past. You know, this is a person that you dealt with before. You've gone through a lot of things together, and they want to reconnect to you. Now, with this reconnection, they want to erase the past. So this person is coming in with the idea of, you know, let's not let the past stop us from being together now. And they are also a soulmate. That is why I mentioned that the first message is not necessarily going to resonate for the both of you. Like, two messages are not necessarily going to resonate with the exact you that is watching. Do you understand? This is a soulmate you dealt with, though. This is a soulmate that you were with, separated, and now the soulmate wants to come back. I do see that you've gone through a lot with this person, but there is the possibility of healing. There is a possibility of looking at what went wrong between the two of you and working together so that the past mistakes don't repeat. But I do see that this person is coming in with the idea of, let's put the past in the past. So in a way, it's almost like they don't want to talk about it. But I feel like it is necessary for you to talk about it so that you don't repeat past mistakes. That is if you want to reconcile with this person. If you don't want to reconcile, don't come to the extended, because we're going to talk about the possibility of reconciliation and if it's going to be a good idea or a bad idea. Okay, because I do see that the cord between you and the soulmate is not cut. It's still intact. I feel like you feel this person's energy from time to time. You think about them, you feel them. I feel like it's not just thinking, you feel their energy. Because it's not over. Let's see where this goes in the extended. The extended link is in the description box. I'll see you there.